data hoarding is real. If you saw my previous video where I tried to bring a little bit of humor and an award-winning level of acting to the issue, then I thank you. But if you or someone you know has a strong fear of deleting any file off your computer,
you're crazy. No,
please don't.
No.
You have to go.
Done.
or you feel the need to keep a digital collection of every TV show, movie, or song you've ever listened to, then you know exactly how real the need for more storage is. The MyCloud Pro PR4100 is just one of the ways we'll be dealing with adding more storage to your setup. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and stay tuned. The PR4100 is a pre-configured network-attached storage drive that comes in a variety of capacities depending on your needs. You can get it from 8 terabytes all the way up to a 40 terabyte version in either 2 or 4 bay configurations. The version I have here comes with 4 8 terabyte WD-RAID NAS drives for 32 terabytes of total capacity, but you can also purchase it diskless and provide your own drives. Now, in my initial video, the actual unboxing of the device was quite short, but still fresh as hell. Now, inside the box, of course, you get the actual unit. Being that it's configured, all the drives are already installed and ready to go. It also comes with the Ethernet cable, power supply, and this cute little quick install guide. Really, this is it. These budget Bluetooth headphones came with a bigger manual. Spec-wise, the unit comes with a Pentium N3710 quad-core chip at 1.66 GHz and 4 GB of DDR3L memory. On the front, you have a highly visible LCD screen that tells you the name of the unit and a couple of at-a-glance stats that will let you know the system status. There's a USB port with a one-touch copying button which can back up any external USB storage drive you plug into it. You also have the access to your 4 hard drive bays and indicator status lights. The sides are pretty much plain with the exception of the ventilation here. Around back you have your power ports, 2 Ethernet ports, 2 more USB 3.0 ports, a reset button, and a Kensington lock. Now once you have it out of the box and in its proper location, you simply connect the power, plug in the Ethernet cable from your router, and power it on. Now I gotta be honest here, when I first turned it on, it was extra loud. For the first few minutes while it did its initial setup, the fans were on crop duster levels. I also got a prompt that there was a firmware update available. Pro tip, if there's a firmware update, I suggest you doing it before getting too comfy with your new tech. There usually is a reason they made those changes. Now to access the unit, you open your favorite browser on your computer, Windows or Mac, and type in the website from the quick setup card. Now I won't do a complete run through of the MyCloud interface here, but I'll have another full video going over that. For now, we'll just do a quick run through of the features. The Home tab gives you a nice overview, letting you know things like how much space you have free and the device's health status. If you have multiple people who need to access the MyCloud, you can manage them in the Users tab. The Shares tab lets you create different share folders you can map to on your devices. Apps is where you can set up a server of your choice. Using this as a Plex machine will be a great option and one I will do a separate video on. Cloud Access is a tab where you can pair up a mobile device or remote PC that has access to upload or download files from your PR4100. If you want to use this as a backup device for your PC or phone, you can set that up in the Backups tab. Let's jump past the Storage tab for now and talk about the Settings tab. Here's where you can really dial in some of the settings, and I like how everything is pretty self-explanatory. Even when it isn't, they provide these handy information bubbles to help you out. Now I skipped over the Storage tab because in my opinion, this is one of the most important steps in dealing with this device. How you set up the space you have really depends on what you plan to do with it. Now JBOD would be the best if you just want 4 logical drives that you can plug into your system and save files to. Now RAID 0 will be best for creating 1 logical drive with improved speed boost when reading or writing to the disk. Now the most common setup, and the one that I have here, is RAID 5. Now this stripes your data across 3 or more drives and only saves a portion on each so that in the event you have a drive failure, you can replace it without losing any data. Now to do this, you in fact lose 8 terabytes, in my case, of storage space, but you gain that extra bit of protection just in case one of your drives goes fully loco. Now before we go any further, I would be a complete fraud if I didn't talk to my people real quick. This should not be in any way, shape, or form your only means for backup. In a perfect world, you would have a device on site like the MyCloud Pro. You will have a second device off-site at either work or a friend's house backing that up. Then you will have an online backup in the cloud such as Backblaze or something as simple as a Dropbox account. You never know when an emergency can strike, so it's always best to play it safe. Now, I've gone a long time without talking about one of the most important factors when it comes to this unit and my channel as a whole, and that is price. The cost for the exact setup that I have here is around $1,600. Where's my pills, Lord? My heart, I can't take it. Now hold up. I know this is B.A.N.G and we usually go for the budget, but let's look at this a different way. Currently on Amazon, the 8TB WD red NAS drives are $275, and that's just for one drive, and there are 4 in here. Now you can use any type of drive in the RAID box, but these red drives have been optimized for the type of 24/7 use that usually comes from these home or small office RAID setups. Now add in the factor that this device is pre-configured and ready to go within minutes with very minimal setup, and I think for the price it's definitely worth the value. Now I do plan to explore other data storage devices on this channel, so leave a comment down below letting me know what you would like to see me do a video on. In fact, follow me on Twitter at DVZN Media and share with me pictures of your current home lab setup. Now I don't want you to think it's been a total love fest with the MyCloud since I've had it. I touched on it earlier, but noise is a big factor here. Now to be fair, this isn't exactly the unit's fault as it uses large spinning disk drives, and whenever they spin up, they make noise. Now an issue that I've noticed from time to time with mine is that it won't go to sleep, it thus will spin 24/7, even when I'm not copying files or backing up anything from my other system. This can cause a bit of an issue when I need to record or have total silence. Now I've done a bit of research into this issue. There were some issues with the app where it would keep the system on, and there have been updates to try to rectify this. When I figure it out, I will come back and let you guys know more. Eventually, I'll probably move this into a separate closet, but for now, when I need to record, I can always hibernate it. Now, I haven't had this unit for the longest time, and I do plan to do a video where I reevaluate it after a couple months of constantly moving data onto it and accessing it when I need it. Sadly, this has only led me to want to put together a bigger RAID array, maybe something with like 10 or 16 drives. I don't know, but I feel like the addiction is getting stronger.